Hey Crafty friends, it's Mel. So I wanted to come on and just do a quick card share before I send some of these cards out. I was able to get quite a few cards done on my crop and I had a really good time. It was from Friday morning till Saturday at 7 p.m. and it was like overnight. We had our hotel room. Maya went with us. We had a ball. So she made a lot of cute things too. And this was one I just wanted to share really quick. She was gifted a cricket. A woman was donating her it was the original, the baby bug, and Maya just like caught on so quickly with the help of others. Some people brought their, Miss Natalie brought her cartridges there, and Maya had a ball, and she was so kind to let her use them. And she made me this little card that says Mom, and she made me a little inside. So, and this was some pretty paper that Miss Natalie gave her. So that was so sweet, and I thought she did a really good job. And here's another one that she made. But she was just kicking out the projects, and they got better and better. As you could tell, she was learning the different layers and such. So that'll be really fun for her. That's going to be a new adventure, and you can find cartridges to next to nothing now, so I'm going to try to look on Amazon and get her a couple maybe for her birthday, which is coming up here in 2 weeks, so a little less than. So let's just get right into it. So here's one of the cards I made. This is from a Neat and Tangled little fox set, and then I used this from I think this was from the Jen Hatfield little paper pad, and it says "Together is my favorite place to be," and then I just lined it with some stitched rectangles, and then just pop dotted some, and then I used some crinkle seam binding. So I thought that was really cute. Nice little fall card, even though I believe this is made for Christmas. Like, it has like a little the other stamps in the stamp sets, like some mistletoe, and it says Merry Christmas or maybe something like that. But so you can use it for both, but for this one I decided to use a fall base. Then I used this one. This was a little Avery L set, and I did some distress ink background and making a sky. I thought I messed up pretty badly, but I was able to make it work. So for my crop, I didn't want to bring more than I needed to, but I brought my heat tool, and I only brought gold embossing powder and what I thought was white, but I actually packed clear, so I thought that was going to mess me up, but I still tried it anyway, and it still worked. So that's just what I wanted, the effect I was looking for. So I heat embossed it with clear first, and then went over it, so it was like an embossed resist. Went over it with my distress inks, and just used a few different colors, and I used a yellow down here to make it look like a glow. And then I did the little Rudolph, and I attached a little bell charm that I had, and I did some marshmallow sequins and some gold stars, and then I did the little Mrs. Claus and Santa over here, and then I just made it look like he had, you know, the reins for the for Rudolph here, and just made him like he was going on a trail, and they were just kind of watching him in the moonlight. So I was really happy with the way that one came out. That was a cute little one. So, and it's got a little bell, so it makes noise. So there's that one. Then I made this one using the mermaid set from MFT, and I had a lot of fun with this one. I used this is actually my cloud die from MFT, and then I turned it upside down. So instead of it looking like clouds like this, I'm hoping it looks like waves. So I used some sea greens and some blues of my distress ink, and that's how I made that background. And then I used two of my circles to die cut it to make this little, just to give it some interest. And then I just stacked some things in the background, and I got some inspiration. Someone made a card, and it had a ring that actually went around with the little, I think it was like the turtle and the fish they used. So this one's a little different, but she made a really cute card that they circled around there. That's kind of where I got my inspiration from. So then I just mounted it on a card base, but I thought that came out really cute. So that's a fun one there. So I probably just have to add a sentiment and then work on the inside. Then I made this one. I did this one first with my clouds, so that's how the clouds can actually look like clouds. And then I used this little MFT set that has the little animals and the air balloons. And then I just stamped some air balloons in the back and added some birdies, then do a little house below with a tree. It says, "You're growing up, up, up." So I thought that would be a cute little birthday card. Then I just matted it and did some white stitch lines on the side, and just did some embellishing on the air balloons. But I popped up the little elephant so he looks like he's actually hanging out of there. So I thought that one was cute. So there's that one. And then last but not least, I like the colors of this one. This is a Stacy Yakula, I believe. She's from Purple Onion Designs, little stamp. And I cut out two snowflakes, one from vellum and one from a purple glitter pack that I had. And then this base, this little thing, it's got like lattice on the back and some scallop on the end, and I cut it out in white glitter paper. This is from My Scrap Chick. And then this little sentiment, and then I backed it with that. This little sentiment is from the Doodlebugs Milk and Cookies line, and same with the paper behind it. It's just some paper just to back it with. But I thought that was really cute, this little card, and I like the I like that the colors are different than the traditional Christmas, and this can be just a winter card. It doesn't have to be, you know, a Christmas card with the red and green, but I just like the color scheme. So anyway, that was just my card share and some things I created at my crop. I had fun just being away. You know, it was just really nice to not have to like stop and make Talia lunch, change diapers and stop, and you know, it was just kind of nice. It was like all for me, and that's what my husband wanted for me, because he knows how hard it is to, you know, get up in my craft room uninterrupted. Because kind of like when you're on a roll, you hate to stop because then you might not get back up there. So this was really nice, and I actually got some things done, and I just wanted to share my projects with you guys because I love when you guys do that, and it gives a lot of inspiration to others. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.